Alright, and we're back with some more Daggerfall. So what's left in the main quest at this point? We need to get Lysandus' spirit exercised, and we need to find one more thing, and that's it. We have one more random letter quest now that we're level 8. So we should be getting it really soon. So before that, let's go to Daggerfall, and we'll go to... Where do I want to go? I want to get my reputation up with Mages Guild, actually, because I want to enchant shit. So, there's two things we can do. We can go to Isle of Balfiera and do Midori's quest, or Medora's quest, but that is a bitch. So, I'm not going to go in there right now. What was the name of the town we chose? It was something... What was it? Aldingwall, that's our home. That's where we live. Aldingwall. Aldongwall, yeah, sure. Same thing. And we'll just go there. A month will pass, that's fine. Okay, we're entering Aldingwall. So, what do I want to do here while I'm here? Well, first things first, we need to get some enchanted gear. We do need to be level 10 by the end of the game. And the dungeon we have to go to get the next part has vampires in it, which are very, very dangerous. It's not impossible. I did it just fine last time I played the game, but that doesn't mean I want to be unprepared. So... let's go ahead and... oh, this is a bad place to sell, never mind. It's good to rob, but not good to sell to. So let's go ahead and sell some doodads that we don't need. How much can I sell him, though, is the main question. So we don't know what this does, which is 1k. That's not a huge loss, I'm not that worried. This is probably like 10. Not even that. Oh my god. I'm not super worried about min-maxing this right now. That's fine. 7k. And I don't want to sell that yet because I don't know what it is. Let's see if they've got anything I need. No, that's fine. I'm not really going to go upstairs either. Is this Alchemist open? Alright, that's good. This might help a lot. Oh my god. So, first things first, I'm not selling these, because these are actually going to be used for enchanting much later. I'm not really worried about it. The small ones, not so much. 4k? Oh, whatever, fine. Actually, what does he have? I might buy a diamond if I can see one, because that actually has, I think, the highest? Oh, I don't know. I don't care. And then how much gold do I have on me right now? 16k. So... a young courier dryly hands you a letter and then stalks off without saying a word. Okay, that should be what I'm thinking. Oh, what the hell is this? Queen Acarithia Sentinel spoke highly of you as a brave, able, and unprejudiced dark elf. Her actual words were, a hero. For some time we have been looking for someone like that. I will not lie to you about our loyalties. We serve the Underking. If you are a believer in fairy tales and consider the Underking the ultimate force of evil, we apologize for misjudging you. Otherwise, we need your help. You can find me at the Hawkham residence of Athrisia, or Athrisa, in Sentinel. I will wait 1 month. That is pretty good. Now, first things first, let's get rid of some of this gold. I need to deposit. So a month isn't very long, because it is just Sentinel next to us. This is the last quest in the quote-unquote Blade series of the main quest. Then all we have left is Lysandus. Well, this is tying into it, so it is important. What? Oh, shit. Okay. That was a bit of a fun time. You know, let's do a little bit of thievery. We need some money anyways. We have a month. We can burn a day. Or I could just be smart and wait here like a normal human being does. Pot herbs. I can't get over that. That is so funny. Enemies nearby again? What is it this time? Ow, dick cheese. So this dungeon is at Castle Ludwig, or Lugwa, or Luchwig. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. There's a lot of names you could go for. It's very, very, very tough. I wouldn't say it's the hardest, but it's not the most impractical. You know, actually, I think the easiest one in the entire game is actually Woodbourne Manor. And I'll talk about that when we get there. But I think that's probably the easiest in the entire game in terms of... Oh, shit! That was too fucking close. Okay. That one, in my opinion, is pretty damn tough. But if you, you do it like a normal human being, it's not that bad. Oh god, they're climbing over shit. Here they come! Oh no. I don't want to get caught up in their bullshit. Oh, I want to steal things. Just let me in. There we go. Okay. That's fine. I'll just drop it off in my wagon. What? Oh my god, I didn't even think that I had all this shit in there still. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much shit in there. Okay, that's fine. The wagon's getting full, and that makes me scared. Yes, I just want the colored loot at this point. I don't care about the... Adamantium Tanto, or Tonto. That's pretty cool. Not exactly something I can use, but still a really good find nonetheless. It's a good sell value. That's right, this is the weird fucking store with the one thing that won't let me do that. Oh, there's more. Addy short sword. Oh, fuck. Another Addy short sword. Man, if I was a short blade character, I'd be having a field day right now. But we're not. Alas. Shit, gotta run fast. So they do save where enemies and stuff are at outside of, like, houses in this version. That's not something that happens in regular Daggerfall. I kind of like it, though. I'm not gonna say it's bad. Well, we're just in here, I'm pretty sure. No. I want in here. That's what I want. Don't get me. Ugh. So they can swing at you, by the way, but the only time it actually counts is if they physically connect with your character. Otherwise, it doesn't actually matter. Ugh. We got this Congo line of halt going on here, and that makes me a little nervous too, but... Oh, I made it in. He's still in here! God damn it! Ah, damn it. Oh, whatever. It's not worth it. Am I still being pursued? Oh, it doesn't matter. So we'll just put our gold in the cart. I don't think that's gonna hurt it. No, not on the ground. Holy shit. Put it in the wagon. 15k. Down to 500 gold. Should be another 500. No, I think I'll need more than that. That'll be fine. I ain't gonna complain. So, where was that at? It was... Oh no, I have it on the letter, that's right. At Truhisa. At Truhisa. That is a... Wow, thank God the game actually knew that. Okay, we have a month to get there, but we'll just take it recklessly. Okay. What was the thing? I've already forgot. I feel so bad. My short-term memory is legitimately terrible. Hockham Residence. Okay. There's only a few places in here. Vintage sundries. Are they really vintage, though? Are they really? Hey, guard, how's it going? There it is. So this is the next part of the quest. This is the last bit of the blades, like I said. So if you want to beat the whole game, welcome. Here you are. Perhaps able to help the Underking in an endeavor against the Necromancers. We will reward you liberally for his service and provide information you will not find elsewhere. You will. Remarkable. The Necromancers have taken an item of ours, a evening gown of some value. The value is of secondary concern. The true problem is that they cursed the item and gave it to the Blades. If you are unaware, the Blades were once the honor guard of Tiber Septim. Today they are loyal to the Empire and Tiber's code, but not always to the current Emperor. The Underking has reason to not wish harm upon the Blades. We want you to infiltrate Castle Lugwish in Yakalon and remove the evening gown. Please, you have a year to do this if you want your information and reward. So, mark. Boom. This is our next part of the main quest. So, yay! Alright. This is for all the beans. This is the last part of the Blades line. So, Yakalon, I think, is near here. Yeah, there we go. It's up here. It should be the only dungeon up here that we have found. So, Castle Lugwish. We'll go in the morning. And I believe this shares the same model as Dereni Tower. I'm not sure. It's unimportant. So, holy shit, is this place looking fucking scary or what? Alright, so let's... Alright, we have a year to do this. I doubt it'll take a year, but still. So last time I went in here, I had a glitch where I had to, like, bang open every door. That was really annoying when it happened, by the way. So, hopefully that doesn't happen twice. So, this dungeon is supposed to have undead and something else in it. I think undead and, like, orcs at this point. Okay. So these doors don't have anything in them. I know this for a fact. I've already been in here earlier this week. So, this is technically probably just... Fuck it, I'm not going in there. Okay, it's tempting. It's too tempting. Let's go in there. Let's do it. This dungeon isn't as bad. I've heard people say this broke them, and I don't think this is the breakable territory. I think that Castle Wayrest is the absolute apex. Nothing can beat that. Like, that is just cryptic, awful, stupid shit that is just unbelievable, okay? Like, to me, that is the apex of the most bullshit dungeon design in Elder Scrolls history. Nothing can beat that. And the puzzle in Castle Sentinel's pretty bad. But that one, I think, takes the cake. In terms of breakability. Also, I think this is the only place we ever find this crown. I'm not sure if that's anywhere else in the game. So, not really worried about it. Let's go ahead and put our goodies away that we found, just in case. And I did not mean to pick up that shirt. Okay, people complain about the unicorn horn, but that's just more or less kind of shit that makes you just go, oh my god, fucking really? Like when you play it? That's not necessarily a fault of the game itself. It's just a very cunty designed dungeon. So, sounds like I'm going to have a pretty okay time in this dungeon comparatively to most. Which is great, so that might mean we can level from it. Doesn't mean we will, but, you know. So, at one point in the game, and I'm just going to spoil this, after we go to Dereni Tower and do the Unicorn Horn quest, as a lot of people like to call it, we're basically going to have to wait a whole month. Now, you can technically wait your time in the dungeon if you really want to, but, oh my god. I don't know what that does. I'm not trusting it. Let's just reload my last quick save. I don't want to take a chance. We'll just pop on that. That's what I was trying to do. Anyways, so you'll have a month of in-game time that has to pass And you can stay in the dungeon for over a month if you really want to, never leave it. Or you could just be a normal person and then leave. So you're going to learn how to play through Direni Tower 4 times. That's not an exaggeration. To me, that's inexcusable game design. But it's also the time. This was not a standardized game series or a game style yet. But even for this time now, I still think it's pretty bullshit. You gotta go to that area 4 fucking times. Woodbourne Manor, which is another upcoming dungeon that we have to deal with, that one's pretty easy. I'm not having any issue with that ever. It's almost, when you go in there, it's almost obvious. You're like, okay, that's clearly where the game designers want me to go. And that's one of the only well-designed dungeons we have left to go through. Surprisingly, the last one in the game is actually fairly well-designed. It actually feels like a D&D dungeon, basically. Like, there's puzzles, there's different things for different characters you gotta deal with in it. It feels like a dungeon, you know what I mean? It feels good. It's fun to play through it. So what we're looking for in this dungeon is a lever. Well, actually, we're listening out for vampires. I think this might be where we need to be. So I'm hoping this is it. If not, it's not a big deal. So yeah, we're in the right way, I think. So what we're looking for in this dungeon itself specifically is some vampires. And I think we're going in the right way. I'm 99% certain. And I can't remember the other thing. We're basically gonna grab an item and fucking book it as soon as we get it. And we're gonna just get the hell out, because it's gonna be very, very fucking dangerous the moment I walk in that room. There's something else that's in that spot. I'm trying to remember what it looks like from memory, because it's been about a week. Also, none of these items have any use. They're all just set dressing stuff. This is the only time you ever see this area in the game, strangely enough. Okay. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I think I got this. I know what the area looks like, if I'm trying to say that, too. Like, I have a vague idea of what the actual dungeon area looks like. Okay, so we don't need to go in there. That's fine. Like I said, this dungeon's not that bad. It's not easy by any stretch. It's a Daggerfall dungeon, for God's sake. Of course it's not going to be easy. But it's definitely not as bad as it could be. I'm very thankful that it's not, you know... Nothing will ever come to that level of insanity that is the Castle... Sorry, yeah, Castle Wayrest. Nothing. I'm dead serious. Nothing ever gets that insane again. Thank God, too. And you're probably like, oh, what about the Daggerfall one? I said it then, I'll say it here. That one isn't that bad. It's actually very short, and it's not very hard to navigate. And I've already described how to actually finish it earlier in the series, too. Just because we actually found the module it's based off of. So... we're looking for, like I said, a lever, and we're looking for... Well, actually, I think King Lysandras' tomb is also pretty good. That's not very bad. That one's just more... It's that point where you're playing a game and your brain is just kind of like on autopilot, and you're like, alright, let's finish it, let's do it. That's kind of how I was when I was doing it last time. That was a few days ago, though. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's got its bullshit moment, of course, like the skull teleporter. We all... If we've ever played this game, we know that. You know, that's the thing you remember the most. Actually, the kind of area we're looking for has like a blue lamp on top of the middle of it, I'm pretty sure. Or I might be thinking of Woodbourne's area, but it doesn't matter. We're fine. There's no teleporters. There's no nonsense in this. You could probably get the theme of most dungeons after a while. Like, they have... some things you need to look out for. Some specific item or thing that stands them out from most. That makes them easier to navigate and determine what you need to find. Thank God there's nothing nonsense in this dungeon. It's hard, but it's not nearly as insane. Okay. And the reason I'm also fighting enemies instead of just beelining towards the area, unlike like King of Worms area, that's such an easy area for everybody to memorize. It's all just go left. I don't need to go in any water, I don't think, but I'll look around. We still need to get skill checks. We still need to get, you know, XP. By the end of the game, we should be around level like 12, 13 or so, probably. So when we have the opportunity, which is coming up pretty soon, to do Dareni Tower, I'm going to actually probably quest through like the Mages Guild on camera. That's a Dryad, by the way. So once we get there, Nymph. I was close. Dryads are in this game. I think they're only in like one like dungeon type though. Once we do that, I'm gonna buff up before we go into Dareni Tower though, because it's gonna be an absolute nightmare if we don't. There's so much undead shit in there that it's just, oh man, you don't want to deal with it. It's so dangerous. And it's not because like, oh, they hit hard. No, they hit hard with spells, they hit hard with melee, they hit hard with everything, they give you fucking diseases and poison, it's just awful. And we do have to fight a lich in that area too, so... What is that sound? That's an Atronach or something. What the hell is that doing in there? I like how this... Yeah, what the hell is an Atronach doing in here? That's not supposed to be in there. I guess he's just making the water cold or something. I don't know, that's fucking weird. I've never noticed that. I recognized the Nymph earlier. I saw her last time I was in here. We hung out, we played some RuneScape, you know, we fought some Grarador, it was fun. But, yeah, that wasn't there last time, I don't think. That was weird. Okay, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the series. I mean, it's hard to imagine I'm actually almost done with it. Well, the main story, at least. There's a lot of side stuff in this game if you want to experience it. So I opened this up, but I didn't go in here. I know that. Like I said, we're looking for... It's not a very awkward-looking module, but I know what it looks like for the most part. Also, the one that's going to kill me the most is going to be doing the fucking unicorn horn. Because, yeah, I know where it is. I know what the area looks like. But getting into it, that's another story. Everybody can attest to this. So, if I can describe what it looks like off of just memory, I'm not going to describe what it is. I'm not going to tell you what the item is, either, or how to get it. I'm just going to tell you it involves the spaghetti module that I complain about so much. Where it's just this tangle of shit on top of other tangles of shit, and it's just not a fun experience. It's not impossible to figure out or deduce, I guess, but it's not a fun experience, if I could put anything on it. Let's see, there's no random elements to this quest. Like, there's no, the item can be in this area, the item can be in... From now on, everything is static that I'm looking for or what I'm trying to find. I think the exception is if I wanted to do Syndas's letters, but I don't feel like doing that quest. It basically, I'll just summarize it for you since I don't want to do it. It's basically just... You find letters that prove that Lysandus witnessed genocide during a war with the orcs, where they basically surrendered, and the guy that was with them, I think it was Prince Gothrid before he was king, I'm pretty sure, he basically just said, fuck it, and pulled an Anakin and decided to massacre the orc children and women that were innocent that they captured. This basically caused Lysandus to get, like, really haunted and question everything, and he kind of fell in love with Medora the woman that we have locked in a tower, like all women should be, right, guys? No, please, God, don't even assume I'm serious there. So he basically loses his shit, and he says, hey, I'm gonna cheat on my wife, and I want to run away, and then that's pretty much all it shows. It basically exposes war crimes, and that Lysandus was, you know, cucking someone. The actual, literal definition of to cuckold somebody. So, it makes you kind of understand that Lysandus was kind of liked, but everyone else kind of didn't like the Empire, and it kind of proves that point a little bit as well. It's all, like... There's a portion in there that also explains that the orcs were being treated worse than the Argonians and the Khajiit, basically, at this point in time. So that's kind of what that is, and we're not done with the other main stuff, but that's kind of the gist of it. You're not missing anything super crazy by not doing that quest. You can also just look up the flavor text if you want to. It's also really hard to determine because, well, it's also burned, so it's all just kind of pieced together and some of it's inferred. But, you know, that's just fluff text. You don't have to read it or anything like that. In terms of, like, difficulty, that quest is hit or miss. I mean, it can spawn the note in, like, I think 6 different areas, so you're basically doing a random quest at that point. This seems important. No, it's not, damn it. So, yeah, it's something you can do. It just increases your relationship with, I think, Abki, and yeah, it's not entirely essential, but it's definitely, you know, if you don't know the storyline, it's interesting, because you can get the idea that despite this all, Lysandus didn't hate the orcs either. I'm pretty sure it's not explicitly stated that he didn't hate them, but it basically says that, yeah, he didn't like the idea that they were being literally treated like livestock. Like, I'm pretty sure in the note it reads that they're calling the male stallions, and the female orcs are called mares. They're not even given the same treatment as men and women. They're just literally treated as animals. Dwarven Kite Shield. 3 to armor. That is pretty cool looking, actually, but I want to keep this shield, and I'm actually going to explain why later. But there's a very specific reason why you want to have shields, especially for enchanting. But yeah, it's kind of implied that Lysandus... I mean, I don't blame him, you know. He kind of said, fuck it. I don't think cheating on his wife was the right thing to do. But it's always with sorceresses, too. All the people in Daggerfall basically cheat on their spouse with a sorceress at some point. I guess it's they have, like, saucy witch girl magic. I don't know. So, yeah, that's the gist of that quest. I'm not really going to do it because I don't really need to do it. It's not hard, like I said. It's just one less thing I need to really focus on, because it doesn't really advance anything for you, and it's also not necessary, so I'm not really worried about it. But if you want to do it, more power to you. You can do it at any point in the game as long as you have the parameters set correctly. For some reason, it didn't do it. I couldn't actually proc it. That was weird. I had to actually force it through a console command to do it, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, it's entirely optional. You don't have to do it. If I could have any input into that quest as well, like from a longtime player, I think it humanizes Lysandus as well. But you can, I don't want to spoil super huge amounts of story, but at the same time, it can give you an implication as to why, oh Jesus, like some different people in the world would not like Lysandus either, because he basically sided with the orcs, right? And that's what it implies to them. They're just like, oh, look at Lysandus, fucking champion of the orcs over here. You know, that kind of behavior would definitely look weird, right? So you can already see why people would not like him. And then you also think about it this way. He cheated on his wife. That's not cool. And it basically causes his lover to be locked in a fucking tower and basically told, you can't get out of here ever. Stay here, you're a skank, right? That's what they basically did to him. And so in my mind, it makes sense that Lysandus would be disliked as a ruler. And then you also look at it this way too. Lysandus was also implied to be faithful to the Emperor. Guess who doesn't like the Emperor? A lot of the other factions. Like, oh gee, I don't know. Pretty much everybody in the main players, they don't like them at all. So, it makes sense to me why people didn't like Lysandus, because if we're going off of, like, traditional, like, European fantasy, which is what Elder Scrolls is, mixed with some fantastical elements. You have, and you're probably like, oh, this isn't a very big dungeon, I promise. Like, it makes sense that the public would hate him for it. Like, oh, he's a fucking orc sympathizer. Oh, he fucking cheated on his wife. What a bitch. Oh, he couldn't even kill the savage orc people in this war. Ah. And then you could just assume people would lie about it, or they'd, you know, make shit up. It's obvious that in the Elder Scrolls there's people that lie, there's people that, like, make bullshit rumors up. The quest line I broke on purpose, where you can help Berenzia destroy what's basically propaganda, it gives you an idea that, yeah, this is not the internet, okay? It's basically, like, someone could easily just publish a book, and I think she has them executed in lore, I'm pretty sure, for writing, like, shitty things about her, basically. What is this? Steel Helm? 9. Okay. So it makes total sense. Like, they just be like, fucking, I'm gonna find that person and kill them because they said something bad about me. What are they gonna say? I'm the fucking king, right? Or whatever. Oh, Jesus. So to me, it makes sense that the populace didn't like Lysandus. And it also adds the idea that, oh, cool, Lysandus could basically be assassinated and no one would give a shit because, oh yeah, he cheated on his wife. And he was a bitch in battle, right? But that's the thing. I love that there's no honest-to-God answer. Like, you're not told the answer of what it could be. Like, it's whatever you want it to be. And I think that's what makes stories like this engaging, right? You know, there's a lot to be inferred. There's a lot of things that aren't told to the player. Like the King of Worms. Is the King of Worms really a bad guy? Is the Underking really going to use, spoiler alert, the Numidium to do what he says? You don't know. Of course, we as players know in hindsight, especially considering the other games prove a lot of these things that happen in this game. But the nuances of how they happen is what makes this game so interesting to me. There's so many, like, lore details that spill over into other Elder Scrolls games as well. Like Numidium. If you've played Morrowind, you likely know what the Numidium is. The Numidium is, in layman's term, fucking Elder Scrolls equivalency of using a nuclear bomb. And it's basically unstoppable. But we'll get into that later. It does get explained to you, by the way, as well. I'm not just... All of these things are inferred, but a lot of them are told to the player, or they have some bearing in some of the lore somewhere. Is this where I want to be? And then I can go down, yeah. So a lot of these things are explicitly told to the player at some point in time. Not everything is just like, oh, sure, I guess it's kind of like pieced together. Like, it's not like that. It's actually explained to you at some points. But that's the other thing I like. What if it's all just bullshit? That's something that you also have to think about. Like, what if all these things that they've been telling you are lies? What if, you know, Mannimarco in Elder Scrolls 4 is actually just a dude that lied and says he's the Ender King. Or, sorry, that he's the King of Worms, right? Like, what if that is the case? Then what, you know? I love that. Like, so what if... Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I'll spoil some things. Mannimarco is not the King of Worms. The guy in Oblivion that you see is likely just a dude that took up the title, because the King of Worms does ascend to godhood in later Elder Scrolls timeline. So it's kind of why I'm like, I don't feel like he's a dangerous character. It's just the practice of what he does is kind of dangerous, you know? I'm just trying to find the fuck to get back up there. That's what I want to do right now. Oh, that's... I'm trying to think of how I want to get through this. Yeah, this dungeon's not bad, but it's definitely not easy either. It's no Scourge Barrow, that's all I can tell you. But yeah, I think personally there's a lot of reasons why the King of Worms makes sense when he's like, oh, well, the people that are taking basically the shit away from me when they're doing this, like when he's like, oh, they're trying to... The fucking King of Worms is a thorn in my side. But why? We don't know, right? That's just all speculation. He could be telling you the truth, too. Maybe they are really assholes. If you're curious, the Underking is never physically shown in this game. Well, to the player, I should say. He's on the fucking box of the game, if you're curious, but he's never actually explicitly shown in the, like, we can see Mannimarco, or if you want to call him that. We know he exists. What if the Underking is just bullshit? What if that story is just a lie? Like, what if he is dead? What if he physically doesn't, you know, actually... Oh, I feel somewhat bad. My ass. Oh, boy. Am I not ill anymore? Okay, good. You know, what if he genuinely doesn't exist? What if all those dudes that we're doing work for, what if they're just thralls that are being puppeted around? What if the Underking isn't real? I mean, it's pretty much proven that he is real, by the way, but my point being, there's a lot of things in Elder Scrolls lore left ambiguous, and that's what makes it so interesting. Like, what if the Underking were to genuinely be a threat? What if he lied and said, oh, you know, I'm a good guy, trust me. Just do work for my people. We're great. We host great pizza parties. You know, are you supposed to take that at face value? When, number one, you don't even know what he looks like, right? You know, you can't even, like, quantify if he even exists physically. There's characters that say he's basically like a boogeyman. No one knows if he's actually real. I mean, obviously his followers know this. I'm just pointing... like, hypothetical shit into this, even though it doesn't need it. I genuinely think if there's any character in the storyline that's not actually... Well, I guess true neutral is the Underking, because he genuinely doesn't have any vested interest. He just wants to die, and that is both selfish and selfless. He doesn't actually want to control anything, he doesn't want to do anything, and his followers don't really seem to be that evil or mischievous or causing shit like the King of Worms. Like, Oh, we're close. We're in the area. Yes, I hear it. That's a vampire. Okay. Sorry, vampire ancient. We're in the area, man. Pull the lever. So, now I'm excited. This is why I love Daggerfall so much. You get these moments of you're wandering and then you feel like you're making progress and it just instantly gets you going. But yeah, I think, personally, he is the least destructive, if you will, of all the choices. Okay, this is it. This is the room. Okay, told you there was like that ball thing. Alright, this is gonna be a very fucking tight area. We're gonna essentially bolt in and get out of here as fast as humanly possible. Oh, Jesus. So, this is the Uh-oh. This is the King of Worms' handiwork, if you couldn't tell, because they're undead. Oh, Jesus, I don't want to do that. I can... Ooh! Uh-oh, now I've really stirred up the hornet's nest. Oh, God. What is shooting at me? Oh, my God. Yeah, that's fine. I could just make a mad dash. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm a race car, motherfucker. Vroom. Why'd you gotta ruin the fun? I'm Dale Earnhardt fucking Jr. Don't even start with me. Okay, and then... But yeah, that's my point. Yeah, the King of Worms resurrects dead shit. But there's also no god of death, to be fair. So, he just wants to ascend to be a god of death. Let him. What's he genuinely causing problems with, other than people that are, like, whatever? You see, maybe I'm making it out to be too muddy, because, I'm not helping, am I? No, I'm not, am I? God damn it. Let's try to dispel this. There we go. You just gotta kind of like brute force your way through that. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that. I don't even think you're supposed to be in this room, but I'm gonna be in here anyways and just make a huge ass out of myself. So yeah, I think King of Worms ultimately is a fairly neutral... If anything, he's the most selfish character in the story, right? He doesn't actually... Oh, God. He doesn't actually have any negativity. He doesn't lie to you all the way, I guess, but that doesn't make him evil, like, in my mind. But this is also because I'm a fucking ex-occultist. That's probably why I find less dubiousness to his ideas. I had to drink something, holy shit. Come on. I don't feel bad. You feel bad. Alright, we'll reload. We'll try this again. We'll try to be a race car again, have no one ruin it. Get out of my fucking way. I'm a goddamn race car with fucking cocaine shoes. Come on. You can't stop me. This is the right way. I know this is the right way, too. Alright. Ah! No. Now I'm scared because... No! What the fuck? I got poisoned by something somehow? That's bullshit. This is what makes me mad. We're in the exact spot we need to be, too. That makes it even more annoying. Nope. I'll take down a mummy, no fucking problem. We've done that a million times. But a vampire is a lot right now. Just stay over there. Oh, I thought there was like two and I freaked out a bit. Rah! I love the sound they make. I could kill it, but it's gonna take a while. Alright. They have a double hit they can do too, so you gotta be really careful. See that? You gotta make sure you always expect that when they do their melee attack, because you can sometimes get caught into it. No. There we go. Kill the vampire. Hope you're happy. It was worth everything. Okay. Now we can finish the damn dungeon, now that I'm done fucking being Dale Earnhardt Jr. Okay. There's nothing in here that I want. I'm not really sure how these doors work. I'm not sure if this is an issue with DFU or not, but this elevator just, by the way, goes down super quick. Alright, let's... No! No! I gotta go fast. I gotta get through this shit. Let's just... Oh no. I'm gonna get stuck. This is the way in. Alright, we can do this. I know I can do this. I did this on my last character just fine, too. But yeah, you can tell you're in the right area because you're starting to fight undead, basically. This is a blade stronghold, I'll remind you. I don't think this has anything to do with the blades at all. But also, this gives more insight into the blades than you probably actually thought if you've played Elder Scrolls long enough. Is that adamantium? No. Addy looks so much just like that material. It's so close. Okay. So now... Excuse you, sir? Sir? Excuse me, sir? Okay. There we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. Alright. Oh, quit freaking out, you fucking... Just whining because you're dead. Can't just be happy with being dead. You gotta complain about it the whole time, don't you? Wah! Wah! Call you a fucking baby because it's what you are. Annie, I think you're a baby. That's what you're doing right now. Being a bitch. Okay, so... Enough of me aggressively yelling at this. That's not helping anybody, is it? Okay. That... What the fuck? Okay, fine, be that way. Anytime you know there's levers, you know it's serious shit. That's the Daggerfall motive. Okay. I don't know why that's not... That's not supposed to do what it's doing, basically. I'm gonna leave these switches alone. I'm pretty sure they have to be down. It's been a while since I've done this. About a week, to be exact. I don't know why that thing is being glitchy and derpy. How about I turn the switches off? Oh no. There we go. I think I know what I did wrong. Okay. I'm remembering this at this point now. Alright, come on. You bitch. Oh my god. Stop yelling at me. You're not my dad. That's how my dad yelled at me as a kid. That's why it makes me so angry as an adult. My dad used to go, "Wow!" All right, let's drop that topic as quickly as it came up. Oh Lord. Okay, we'll flip these down then, and then we'll get the hell out of this hellhole. Where is that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Also, that's the only time you ever see that texture, I think, in the entire main game. I can't tell you why. I couldn't have the slightest idea as to why, but it's just what it is. What did I do wrong? Because I know I'm in the right area. That's what's pissing me off right now. We've already been down here. This is the quest area. I know it is. And... actually, this might be it. This is the probable spot I need to be in. Like I said, we're gonna just grab the thing and get the hell out of here when we do, because there's gonna be a lot of shit in that room that's gonna make it just awful. Yep, I can hear that vampire ancient already. Okay, this is the... for all the marbles. This is where we make our true battle. No. Not here. Ready? I hope you are, because I'm not. This part's gonna be awful. Oh boy. That's not what I'm worried about, because that's just a dude. Or a lady. I'm not worried about the lady, okay? That's not the operative problem here. I like how I look at it like, what's it gonna do? That was genuinely nerve-wracking. I'm sorry. This part's hard. Can you blame me right now? Alright, this part is genuinely nerve-wracking. Oh my god. Fucking orc bastard. Get out of here. Okay. I'm getting scared. I know this is what it's like, too. I'm like, ugh. The more I do it, the more it makes me uneasy. There it is! Jesus Christ, we gotta get in there fast. It's in here. I know it is. Did I get it? Good. Okay, cool. Let's get some loot for fun. I can't carry anymore. Good enough. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This room. This fucking room. Okay. Mark and recall. Teleport. Done. Fucking thank you. Well done, Shriaki. Let me cast this spell upon the evening gown. There. The evening gown is now safe and yours to keep. Not even death can hide a true descendant of Tiber's septum from the Underking. King Lysandas did not die in the Battle of Singain. He was slain by treachery before it. The monument to him in High Rock is an empty tomb. His remains were secretly taken to an ancient tomb in Menevia. Remember that shit, by the way. Which I will now reveal to you. I do not know who betrayed Lysandas, nor why his spirit haunts the city of Daggerfall, and not the battlefield of Singain. I have kept my part of the bargain, and you have earned the gratitude of the Underking.
Not even death can save you from me.
That's not how it sounds. That's not how Diablo sounds. And that is the amazingness of the fucking Blades questline. It's technically finished. Backup save, because always backup save. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's actually a mount mod in Daggerfall that lets you mount camels, which is pretty cool. Not that I really care, but still. What does this do? No, not use, info. Of course it doesn't tell you what it is. That would be easy. So, that is the entirety of, well, basically one of the most important parts in the game. That not only reveals the Tomb of Lysandas, which I can show as well, it is... Menevia is right up here somewhere. You're Vias. Yeah, you're damn right you're Vias. Here it is. It's next to Orsinium. So, this is a important part of the game later on. This is Lysandas' real tomb. You need to remember that, because after we start exercising his spirit, we need to remember where that's at. So, that is a pretty important part of the thing, huh, Camel? Yes, it is. Yes, it is! Of course, there's a... Can you just not for 5 seconds, you son of a bitch? There we go. Well, you daughter of a bitch? Why don't we say that? That makes more sense. Anyways, but yeah, that's a much later prospect for me. How much gold do we have? 8K. We'll just tape in 8,000, and then we'll go with 500 gold. That should leave me with 400. We'll do another 100. That's probably enough gold for now. But yeah, this is the point where basically you just learned an extremely important factor in the big story overarch. So yeah, Lysandas wasn't killed in battle. It was actually a body double that was killed in that battle, and that's why there's a monument there. So, big important plays. So now we've officially done all the main stuff. We have basically done everything that the Emperor sent the character initially to go do, except we need to take care of Lysandas's spirit. Now, that's going to take some time. But I'll see you guys then. I'll see you in the next one.